In addition to housing affordability, there are other features of housing that are really important, especially for long-term permanent housing. So the features an older adult might need include accessibility and safety features in the home, things like the ability to get in and out without going upstairs in the building or in the unit, a walk in shower in the bathroom, grab bars for safety, and more. Older adults may also have service needs, so being attuned to the location of the home and the availability of programs that provide help with independent living can be important. Access to transit or paratransit are critical. And unfortunately, it can just be challenging to find all of these features in a home located near older adults' social and support networks. Often, the more affordable housing is farther out, away from services, away from transportation, away from that network and those providers that older adults rely on. At a most basic level, we lack a sufficient supply of housing available to people with low incomes, particularly those people with extremely low incomes. But add to that those other needs, such as accessibility and services, and the options narrow. And certainly, prior evictions and criminal justice involvement, even if long ago, can be impediments. I think at a more fine grained level, as frontline workers certainly know, applying for housing and rental assistance is not easy. We did some research in Boston where we interviewed a whole lot of service providers who are working with older adults and heard countless stories about the frustrations of multiple applications, the time it could take simply to secure a copy of a birth certificate or a social security card, and how overwhelmed older adults can be by this bureaucracy, and not just in securing housing, but in recertifying it later. So I think that that is not to be underestimated. Um, I also wanted to talk about a little bit about the fact that once older adults secure housing, even permanent supportive housing, we expect that older adults' needs will grow over time as they age. And so, some provision for continued assistance, continued coordination to meet those needs is really important.